Today I have an SAT math tip and trick for you that deals with applying statistics and a set of data to form a conclusion based on a survey. So in this case, I'm going to use question 7 from SAT practice test 6 to illustrate this point. So the question states the members of a city council wanted to assess the opinions of all city residents about converting an open field into a dog park. The city council surveyed a sample of 500 city residents who own dogs. The survey showed the majority of those sampled were in favor of the dog park. Which of the following is true about the city council survey? So what I really want to show you with this question is that when we're doing a sample and we want it to be of all city residents, right? We want the opinion of all the city residents. We can't select only those who own dogs, especially when we're asking about whether we should convert an open field into a dog park. And here's why. That is a biased sample. On the SAT math section, you have to understand when samples are biased. Because if a sample is biased, you cannot make a proper conclusion based on that sample, right? So in this case, we're trying to determine whether or not a majority, or whether or not, basically, how many people want a dog park converted, or an open field converted to a dog park, right? So we can't sample only those who own dogs because there are people in that city who do not own dogs who may not want it in a dog park. So obviously that is a biased sample. So if we look at our answer choices, we have option A. It shows the majority of city residents are in favor of the dog park. No, because we did not survey an accurate proportion or an accurate sample of city residents. We only surveyed those with dogs, and by only surveying those with dogs, we did not include city residents who did not own dogs. So that's not showing the majority of city residents, only the city residents who own dogs. So A is incorrect. B, the survey sample should have included more residents who are dog owners. It was all dog owners, so B is wrong. C, the survey sample should have consisted entirely of residents who do not own dogs. Once again, that would be incorrect. We need that proper mix, an accurate mix in the population, right? We want the accurate mixture of those who own dogs and don't own dogs. Option D, the survey sample is biased because it's not representative of all city residents. Yes, if you're going to have a sample and you want it to be accurate, you want it to be a sample of all the city residents, and you don't want to pick a certain trait to select those residents in unless it's absolutely necessary. Now in this case it was absolutely unnecessary. We did not want to pick a certain trait, and in most cases you won't want to pick a certain trait. The only time you really ever want to pick a certain trait would be if it was a medical study and it was asking about people with diabetes or some trait like that. In that case you would have to obviously select people within the population who have diabetes if you're trying to treat it. But for most cases you just want a random sample. So always look for a random sample when you can on statistics questions. In this case, obviously the sample is biased because it's those who own dogs asking about whether or not they want a dog park. So make sure that you understand if you have a biased sample, you cannot make a proper conclusion based on, or for the entire population based on that sample, since it is biased. So hopefully this video is helpful. If it was, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and as always, have a great day.